On your all your common OTK warrior, is there any way to sub in 2x brawl? Yeah, you can cut probably a gnomish for brawl. I wouldn't put in 2 brawls. 1 brawl is probably enough. Yeah, I'm modding Eloise's stream. I don't mean to be mean, but I don't understand a word of whatever Eloise said in that clip. Aw. Feels bad. I guess I'm used to it because I know what the Asian accent sounds like. What is your nationality? My parents are from Taiwan. I was born in the US though. So, American born Taiwanese, I guess. I guess I'll drop the Acolyte. I don't have a good way to proc it next turn. Or like not until next turn. If we went Armor Smith first, it's not like on turn 4 it's even easier for me to activate this. I kind of like this, just go YOLO on the card draw. Hopefully you find executes and more whirlwind effects to deal with the teacher. So if coin's gone, you need like innervates and stuff to really get that power of the wild is not as bad as soul of the forest. Moonfire. Interesting. Wild Pyro. Okay, so we execute. Oh, I can get a Battle Rage off too. And then execute. There's a Wild Pyro. Yeah, pretty happy with that. A lot of card draw. A lot of card draw. Don't you mean you understand it because you understand the language of love? Yes, I understand the language of love. Mind taking a look at my list, see if you change anything? Yeah, go ahead. Post a list. I like the Ravaging Ghoul here and just execute. We gain a lot of tempo. I guess I'm not really worried about any big threats from Token Druid. And if it's Yogg Druid, it's like they only have a big threat until on turn 10. Now it's like turn 9. You can have turn 9 Yogg. Okay. I need extra space on board, right? Well, guess that's not true. I missed out on some armor then. Probably won't make a difference. I was a little bit worried my board would be too full if I did this. But I could gain the additional armor from this guy from the 2 whirlwind effects. So I missed out on 2 armor. Reason for adding Brawl? Don't you have a lot of wave clear already? It's more against taunts. Like if there's a taunt wall. Okay, I need the Rampage. Organ Charge. Organ Charge, Taskmaster's not a 16. Not quite lethal yet. We're not lethal until turn 9? Depends on if he actually takes 3 damage from this. Looks like maybe not. So we go with we don't necessarily need a brawl. We have 22 damage already, so just like copy this for fun. Just have something big on board. And he just, as long as he doesn't taunt up here, we have 22. You're awesome with that Hearthstone deck tracker trick. Will save me from having alt tab so much. Yeah. It's a really cool feature, and especially now they fixed it, so it works really well. It used to be there'd be some bugs and it doesn't actually import properly. And they yeah, totally fixed it now. Alright, let me take a look. Dragon Tempo Ladder. The heroic strikes make it more face, I guess. Yours is more face oriented. Mortal strikes as well. How often do you get your dragon battle cry off though? You're only running 4 dragons because you're not running the Twilight Guardians. I just feel like if you don't have enough dragons, just go with the pirate theme one. I don't see the need to do this weird dragon face deck. Just go with the pirates. I think it's just faster that way. Didn't mean to rope that guy. I was just like busy looking at somebody else's deck. When it does work, it's super sexy. Yeah, I bet it's super sexy. Like if you want to go with a face warrior deck, just go with the pirates. It's just way faster. But if you want to go for the tempo dragon one, I think that's fine. The one that you had. I'm not gonna keep brawl automatically because this is mostly against patron and also the later stages of Tempo Warrior when they play Varian. I don't need it early on. Pirates isn't good right now. We'll just play aggro shaman. You could play aggro anything. Like aggro, I think a pirates still is fine. But I actually don't know the current state. I remember watching Tyler, he got up to legend really quickly. I think he was probably the first legend of the season with Pirate Warrior. But I guess the only difference now is that shamans have started putting in taunts, the thing from below. And so that makes it a bit harder. That gives a matchup that's not that favorable, I guess. Okay, Armor Smith net me 5 health. I guess I could have been a bit more patient with Armor Smith, given that he chose the Hunter Hero power. He's probably a Smork deck. Pyro Slam? I don't think I need to take the face damage. Hey, save the weapon, because I also want to develop a minion. If I had just axed the 4-3, what do I develop this turn? I guess I could develop Faceless. I could Faceless it. So it's the Dan's Game Pirate Warrior. Not Pirate, Dragon, Temple Warrior. that everybody's playing. Emperor is really good, especially when we already have Faceless in our hand. There was more Rogue and Hunter and Pirate Warrior farmed them, but now there's less Rogue, yeah. Rogue is definitely suffers a lot against face decks. Feels bad for Rogue. I guess people said that Rogue versus Temple Warrior matchup is fairly balanced. Armor Smith is nice. Okay. So we're looking for patrons. Once we get patrons, we basically dominate the tempo decks, because they just can't deal with the value of patrons. And we also have some armor gain with the Armor Smith too. So slam. Hopefully get patrons, then we can do Whirlwind. We have 2 Whirlwinds ready to go. That clears up the board. He coined that out. It means he has 8 drops. I guess might as well gain some armor while we're at it. I'll save the spells to couple with the Pyro. So we know he has an 8 drop. It's a Grom or Rag, we can execute it. If it's... Actually, either one will face us. We'll face us the Grom or the Rag. Wait, really? Then why'd you point out the hero power if you weren't playing it to play 8 drop? That's kind of weird. No Mish. Can we get the patrons? I don't know if it's correct to brawl here. Take 8 damage. Yeah, maybe it's right to just hope for a good brawl. What's the best deck for easy rank 5? Whichever deck you play well. Sometimes Locky. Because Dragon Warrior doesn't play Varian. It's not like they're gonna get that huge board swing with Varian. But somehow you didn't play the 8 drop. I was really sure you had 8 drop. But we're pretty unlucky that patrons are bottom 11 cards. It's like less than 25% chance that actually happens. Do we want to execute it? If I do any kind of Whirlwind stuff and execute this, that also makes my Rag damage, and then he can execute mine. So maybe just go for the shot here. We can drop... No, I want to say Pyro for patrons. Smork Rag. It's not that bad if we go with Smork either, because if we get Worgen, then we have lethal with Worgen. Just need Worgen, Patron. It's like 3 out of 10 cards, that's good. You got so many good cards. Smork. Okay, both the Rags are Smork. Acolyte's not that bad of a draw. At least it can get us started. So we want to clear the board too. So I guess it's gonna start like this. That's pretty awesome. That's a pretty awesome finish. If you charge Rag when he attack, I don't know. I don't think you can charge Rag. I feel like it shouldn't override the. I don't think it should override the card text because it says it can't attack. If you charge, that just means it can attack the turn you play it. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. Oh, Kabam says I just got back to Hearthstone after 6 months break. I got no decks I play well, and then just pick up your favorite deck. Pick up something that you find interesting. Also, can we do song requests? All right. I'll trust chat. Let's get Nightbot ready. Let me make sure there's no songs in the song queue before you guys request songs. Yeah, there's a lot of songs from last time. Clear it. Alright, song queue is cleared. Go ahead and get those into the queue. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Sherman. Can I see your upgrade free to play deck? It's also on Hearthstone. Just check the Hearthstone list. At the very bottom, I talk about the substitutes. One note about song requests though is try not to do any copyright music. So we don't mute the stream. I think you're just tasking here. Brawl's pretty good against you. So it's a good tech card. It's not like this even kills the Armor Smith. Hopefully it hits it. Because then he wasted juggle. Even if he plays Argus here, this guy doesn't kill off, and then that means he has to damage the Councilman, so then I can execute it. Pyro. It's not really even that good here. Pyro. I think we just execute it. I think it's too greedy not to play the execute. Like try to bait out a bigger brawl. Because right now he just has 4 damage on board. He needs to add a lot more to pressure us to even do anything. So ideal drop is Inner Rage. Acolyte, I guess it's a start. I need a cheap spell to trigger the Pyros, and then we can do Rampage and Battle Rage, refill the hand. And mods, I'm gonna keep you guys, or I'm gonna trust you guys to adjust the volume. If you guys think it's too loud or too quiet, go ahead and adjust that. Okay, Slam is perfect. Also, this is a good song. I really like playing this on the pianos. So Pyro, Slam, Rampage. Or we could just Battle Rage too. I guess I don't mind Battle Raging. Save the Rampage for the charge. We can do Patron, Pyro, Whirlwind. That makes a board of patrons. It also does a consecration to the board. So if he goes Forbidden Ritual and we do that, it's probably over. Even this board, like, okay, let's say he plays a 1-drop. As long as it's not the Void Walker, pretty much all of the 1-drops have 2 health, and then we'll clear the board. Best would be Flame Imp. Play a Flame Imp. Still go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. Do you think this version or your old one with Icar and stuff is better for climbing lower ranks? It's kind of hard to tell. Like, this is, I call it anti-control, but it's not really that case. It was more anti-control when I had Justicar in here too. But the idea is you have armor gain and you have brawl, so you can sustain against aggro decks because you can couple whirlwind effects with armor smith. You have brawl. Brawl's mostly against like Dragon Priest, against Druid, like Cthulhu Druid. Anything that makes a lot of taunts, that's what it's good for. I haven't heard this version before. Pretty cool. Okay, so we have lethal with the Worgen. If we pick up an Inner Rage. For next turn. Next turn. We don't have enough mana to play it right now, so we can execute this. Wait, tap last? What do you mean tap last? YOLO ritual. Alright, seems good. I know, it's pretty amazing, right? It's a pretty awesome deck. Much more creative than your deck, right? Yeah, Zoo tap last. Combo Wombo. So this is the original deck that well, this is not the original list, but it's the style of list that actually did really well last season. Just because like patrons, the patron aspect of it gives you another win condition against aggro decks like Zoo, Druid, Temple Warrior, things that just can't deal with patrons. Pyro is definitely a keep. Yeah, this Brawl is okay too. I'd rather have the Axe than the Armor Smith though. Let's try something like this. The lock deck build pride. Yep. The previous songs were Amelie. If anybody wants, I can check if the music they have is copyrighted. Oh, nice. Thanks, Sherman. Yeah, if you're willing to do that, that's really helpful. I'm not sure if we go through the music playlist though and just like start removing copyright songs. I feel bad for people that requested. Okay, I'm off to grind dailies. Good luck, have fun. Alright, have a good night, Ellen Bree. Good luck on the dailies. So if we want to clear the board right now, we could do Pyro Point Rampage. I think we're still okay though. We're not that low on health. We also have Brawl as alternative to Pyro plays. We just remove songs we don't like. Yeah. Do you play on NA as well? Yeah. My main account is on NA, but I kind of haven't had that much motivation to play on NA these days. Mainly because I'm a legend on EU and Asia, so I'm like, and the season's about to end, so I'm really gonna try hard to get secure those top ranks. At least top 50. I want to get top 50. Morgan. Kind of awkward. I guess I give up the task. Let's say execute because it's a cheap spell to trigger the pyro off of. It's a little bit dangerous to actually do Pyro Coin, because Pyro Coin, it kills this, and if the juggle hits a Pyro, then I'm dead. Like, I can't do any more Whirlwind effects. Can't couple the Rampage. So we'll see if he actually like pops this guy open on the.
Bastion. I shoot loads of the campers, twisting gasoline, killing fairies. Torbjorns and their hammers, killing off tanks, that's my standard. L shift, left click, play of the game.
6 damage. The most you can do is Leroy PO, which is 10 plus this, so 16. So I'm gonna go for the Emperor play.
Now watch the mechanical rapping. My blade sink you into depression. I'll watch sweet satisfaction. I shoot loads of the campers, twisting gasoline, killing fairies.
Probably Brawl to reset the board, and then that makes way for Patron generation turn, coupled with Pyro and Battle Rage. If I get Inner Rage, that'd be the ideal. Inner Rage allows me to do a lot next turn. I guess Whirlwind also works. We could do Patron, Whirlwind, drop the Pyro, execute something that should clear the board, make a board of Patrons.
Bastion. I shoot loads of the campers, twisting gasoline, killing fairies. Torbjorns and their hammers hang for attacker. Doesn't matter. A bunch of damage hits, they be flaming round. Team and they rage.
Alright, Whirlwind please. Okay, Inner Rage, that's a start. So we only get wrecked if we get unlucky. And this kills off the Pyro. So hopefully we don't get unlucky. Don't kill the Pyro, don't kill the Pyro. Okay, that's like the best result. Then I can do... Then I don't have to do Rampage anymore. Like, Battle Rage is already... is just better. Because I can refill my hand.
I shoot lords of the campers, twisting gasoline, killing Farrads, Torbjorns and their hammers, killing off tanks, that's my standard. L shift, left click, play of the game, Bastion, throw Winston a banana, 100 kills, 100 hammer, L shift, left click, play of the game, Bastion, set remote, action, move bot, fashion, game saw countered like I'm left. Now watch the mechanical rapping. My placing you into depression.
Yeah, I have no idea what song this is. But...
I shoot lords of the campers.
Oh, thank goodness I didn't hit the wild pyro. It's only 25% chance though. Ripsu. He's probably gonna say extraordinary. Your deck is so creative.
Now watch the mechanical rapping. My placing you into depression.
Right, there's no way. Leroy PO. This is the most you can do, 14. We know he runs Soulfire. So let's say he doesn't do anything this turn. The next turn, he goes up by another 4 damage possible. Which is Leroy PO Soulfire, which is 18. If we armor up, we're okay. Alright, so he's trying to set up next turn lethal. I have 18 right now. Well, 18 plus 6. So we just have to get rid of this guy somehow. Well, that gets rid of it, but it also kills off our board, so that's not exactly what we want. And unfortunately, I needed an armor smith to really make us safe. So there's a possibility I die now. If he has Leroy, PO, and Soulfire. Kinda sucks if that's how I lose. Or abusive too. I guess Leroy, PO, abusive is 16. Anyways, it has to start with Leroy. He needs a charger. If he doesn't have the charger, then there's no way. PO, yeah. Oh my god, YOLO. YOLO. It's actually it's not as bad as it seems, because once my board is full, I stop making patrons anyways, so it's possible he actually clears off some patrons. Even though it looks really stupid, like, it's not that stupid. Extraordinary. Yeah, extraordinary. This guy. This guy loves the D. He loves my deck. Yeah, I didn't think he had it. Let me take a break. Let me grab a drink. I'll be right back.